because I have to film this intro again because I filmed my bookshelf tour, library tour, and it deleted half of my footage. So we're back. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I'm aware. I have not been in a place recently to film videos, and I'm finally feeling like filming videos again. I haven't filmed any videos since January. I apologize, especially since I'm posting 2 bookshelf tours in a row. I don't know if anyone's going to complain about that or not, but here we are. 2020 has been a very interesting year so far for obvious reasons. Clearly I'm in a new space. I actually moved into a house. I no longer live in an apartment. And I had other things that I was saying in the intro, but we're just going to jump into the bookshelf tour because I'm afraid I'm going to lose all my footage again. So let's get started. So the first time I filmed this, I went into a lot more detail. I'm just going to kind of go through this pretty quickly. The top part of my bookshelf has 2 large Harry Potter Funko Pops. I have a platform 9 3/4 piggy bank, and then I also have the Harry Potter illustrated editions, a couple of the movie books, and such. Below that, I have my Harry Potter paperback US editions, and then I have all of the Hogwarts professors, and then I also have a couple of Harry Potter mugs. One of those mugs is filled with bookmarks. Moving on down, we have more Funko Pops, and then I also have the Harry Potter hardcover editions. The Deathly Hallows book is just sitting in my book cart because I plan on reading it really soon. And then I just have a lot of Funko Pops, okay? I don't know. We're just gonna speed through this because I don't feel like going into that much detail. Next, I have mostly Sarah J. Maas books. So I have the Thunderglass series and the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I also have all of my Laini Taylor books, including the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. And then obviously more Funko Pops. They're all from Harry Potter. Do we sense a theme? It's common. Yeah. Just a bunch of Harry Potter Funko Pops. Next, I have all of my Cassandra Clare Shadowhunter books. There are a lot of them. Ever since Chain of Gold came out, I had to like reconfigure the shelf, and this is what I came up with. It was kind of hard to fit them all. One thing I wanted to point out is just how much I love these little Jem and Will bookmarks. I just think they're so cute. Like, look at their little butts. They're just so adorable. Oh my gosh, I love them. And then I also just wanted to point out how much I love the 10th anniversary edition of City of Bones. It is just so pretty. And it has gilded edges, and then it also has like illustrations on the inside of it, and I just think it's really amazing. And why can't I find an illustration? Like, oh my gosh, look how pretty it is. I love it so much. And then here's the very bottom of this shelf. It has just a lot of random fantasy books that I didn't know where else to put. All right, so starting at the first shelf, I have mostly some sci-fi books. I have all of my Amy Kaufman and J. Kristoff books next to each other. Then I have the Miss Peregrine series, and then the Shatter Me series, my Amanda Foodie books, and then this other series that I cannot remember what it's called. And then I have some From the Page of Candles and the Bloody Baron. Not gonna move anything because stuff likes to fall. Below that, I have some more kind of like fantasy, sci-fi type stuff. I have all of, well, not all of Maggie Stiefvater's books, but a good chunk of them. Another series which is by Amanda Hawking. I can't remember what the name of the series is called. And then I have Alienated, Invaded, and Starflight by Melissa Landers. Just a whole bunch of different books. And then I have 2 pop minis, and then Nearly Headless Nick is also on this shelf. I don't really know how to describe this shelf. It's just a bunch of random books. Moving right along, we have mostly the Marked series by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. I just started reading this series as an experiment. Just finished the first book in it. And then I also have the Percy Jackson series. And then I just put a random middle grade book next to that by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. And then I have the first 2 books to the, I don't know what it's called, the Mara Dyer series. And then I just have 2 other random books. I have a old camera, and then I just have some more Harry Potter Funko Pops. Moving on down, this shelf is going to be mostly poetry, self-help, autobiographical books. I'd go through it, but there's a lot of books on this shelf, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I didn't really know where to put these, so I just put them here. I think that's all there is to it. There's really nothing too much to say. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, the shelf is kind of ugly. Didn't really know what to do with it, didn't know where to put these books. A lot of these books are adult books. I do have some poetry on this shelf. I also have my mom's poetry collection and my grandma's book on this shelf. I clearly come from a family that loves books and writing. I have a lot of minis on this shelf. I have 2 mini Cedric Diggory's, a mini Mad Eye Moody, and 2 mini Crumbs. I don't really know what else to say about this shelf other than it's a mess. Moving back into awkward camera angles, I have all of these Harry Potter cassette tapes that I found one day at Goodwill. I was obsessed, and so I bought them. I don't know why, I don't have a way to play them. I just think they're cool. So I put them at the top of my bookshelf. So moving below that, I kind of did a wider shot so you can kind of see how I have it set up. But moving below that onto this middle shelf, I have the Selection series. I have my Renee Attier books, the Diviner series by Libba Bray, the Divergent series, and then I have this other series by Kelly Armstrong that I can't remember the name of. This is a theme for me. I have a horrible memory. I am so sorry. Never ask me to remember anything. I also have 3 Harry Potter minis, and then I have a candle that came in a Fairy Loot box. Below that one, I have more minis, more Funko Pops, more candles, more cameras. This is a theme of my life. I have my Alexander Bracken books, quite a few of them. All my Neil Shusterman books are on this shelf. I also have the Hunger Games series on this shelf as well. Yeah, that's the shelf. I have a lot of books. And then making our way down again, I have 2 more Funko Pops from Harry Potter, and then I also have this amazing mug from Fairy Loot that is Serpent and Dove theme, and I just think it's so beautiful. Look at it, it's just so pretty and I just love it. Like, oh, I'm obsessed. Again, you probably noticed that most of my books are going to be either fantasy or sci-fi because that's primarily what I read. This shelf has the Wicked Saints series on it. I probably am butchering the name of the series again. I always forget what series they're called. I also have some other stuff on the shelf. I can't read the author's name from here, I'm sorry. But I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's really pretty. You all probably think I'm dumb because I keep forgetting the name of the series, and yeah, I'm sorry. Next, we have this shelf, which is just kind of a hodgepodge catch-all shelf. I have a lot of new adult books on here. There's really no rhyme or reason to this one. This is just where I put them. I kind of tried to put the books that I didn't think were as pretty towards the bottom and then the prettier books at the top. But this shelf, like I said, has new adult books. And then I have some Wonder Woman Funko Pops, Iron Man, and Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time because, like, I love Captain Hook. It's my favorite. Love pirates. Love Once Upon a Time. So yeah, that's the shelf. And once again, welcome to the bottom of my shelf. This shelf, again, just random books. Didn't know where to put them. Didn't fit in other places, so I just threw them on here. There is no rhyme or reason. This is actually one of the few shelves that doesn't have Funko Pops on it. It's just kind of a mess. There's nothing against any of these books that I have put lower. I just put them on the shelf because I just needed somewhere to put them. This is where they ended up. This is where they live. This is their home. We are back to awkward angles one more time. I have some Star Wars Funko Pops, and then I have this like fake book that is full of different art prints and different stuff that's come in book subscription boxes. Not a lot to say. This top shelf really isn't that exciting on this one. Okay, wow, I just realized that the shelf is a little bit of a mess on this first one because I keep moving the books on it. But I have all of my Jenny Han books, the Summer I Turned Pretty, and then the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. I have just different ones. I have like Daisy Jones and the Six and Again But Better. I have my Fujifilm Polaroid camera, which I actually need to buy film for that. I keep forgetting. And then I have a bunch of little pop keychains. They're kind of moved in the wrong spots right now, but I'm just gonna leave it like that because I don't feel like moving them back. But this shelf is pretty much all gonna be just contemporary. I don't think I mentioned that. Tried to keep all of my contemporary kind of together. Next, we have this shelf, which actually has a lot of my favorite contemporary books. So some of those favorites include Fangirl, The Running Dream, Eliza and Her Monsters, The Poet X, With the Fire on High, Girl in Pieces and Heretics Anonymous. I also really love I Wish You All the Best. Such a great book. I don't know if I said that. My brain is so brain foggy today, I'm sorry. I also have more Harry Potter pops. I have Dobby, Hedwig, and Ginny on her little broom. And I just think it's super cute. I love the colors on the shelf a lot. So now that I'm looking at the shelf, I realize it looks kind of crazy because I have so many Fleur Delacour minis. But there they are. This is where they live. I have a lot of them. This shelf has a lot of John Green's books on it. It also has one of my favorites, Red, White, and Royal Blue, and just some more contemporary. I really don't have a lot to say. And then I also have a mini Elsa. I believe that's young Elsa. And then I also have Dolores Umbridge. And then this is the final shelf on this bookshelf that actually has books on it. This is just just random hardcovers. Didn't know where to put them. And then the shelf also has some ARCs. The overflow ARCs are on the other shelf that's on the bottom of the second shelf that I showed you. And this one also has 2 gooses because I love cats and I love a goose. And then this last shelf, really not exciting. I just have my camera bag. I have the empty puzzle box for the puzzle that I put together yesterday. And then I have my Wizard's chess set. And if you didn't know, the puzzle is currently living on my floor until I can figure out how to put it together. Okay, so I wanted to film a quick little overview of my library to get kind of more a context of how it's laid out. So when you walk into the door, you see my 3 big shelves right away. Then you see my wall stuff, my book cart, and my rug. The rug is from Target, as well as these 3 bookshelves. The book cart is from Office Max. And then if you turn, I forgot to point out that I do have a Harry Potter poster right there. And then this bookshelf here is actually from Walmart because I cannot have matching furniture. And then there's my light. There is the Harry Potter puzzle. There's actually trim sitting in that corner because my house, we're still working on it, and it's just there because I put some stuff on pause for right now. As you can see, there are my lights, and then a closet, and then right here is actually my desk. So there's that little setup. And that's how my library is set up. And I do have one more shelf that I'm going to show you that is actually in my living room, and you can kind of see it from afar. Okay, so I'm actually not going to go into detail on this shelf just because it's set up the exact same as it was when I lived in my apartment, but I will do a quick pan because there are some new additions to this shelf. Not too many, like I got another Avatar Funko Pop and a couple more comics, but that's about it. This is pretty much the exact same as it was before, so I'm not going to go over that again. Alright, so that pretty much concludes my library tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise I'll be back to making content really soon. If you have any suggestions for videos, leave them down below. If you also have any questions about where anything is from that I didn't mention, I will try to answer that in the comments down below. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!